It doesn't matter to me if you're some shoot fighter, if you're some karate.
It gets so worse. Like, not more cursed, but it just got so sad and pathetic, bro. This episode, it felt, compared to the first one, it felt so like, it felt like nothing, bro. Like, this was such a depressing episode to watch. This is fucking episode 2 of WXO. It's fucking ass.
My God, bro. It
Like,
started with a recap.
yeah, because these
Last
motherfuckers
week.
are fucking. They were proud to replay that fucking Mike fucking whatever fucking Enos chair shot. They showed it literally like 4 fucking times.
Well, you want to know why they were proud?
Why? See, the thing is, with how this promotion went, I seriously doubt that they were making money.
I'm sorry. Fucking, can I ask why in the recommended the Ted DiBiase's $1 Million Man theme, fucking Christian and the Hedgehog Boys full album isn't recommended right after?
I would have rather re-listened to that than watch this. This was so boring. Like, most of the show was boring, and like there was some new people, but it's just like, who cares? No one cares about any of these people, bro. Like, you have no reason to care about any of these people.
Oh, my fucking God.
And it started off with fucking the recap, like you said, and then we saw the fucking curseness that was the Black Nature Boy. Basically, his whole gimmick is that he's Ric Flair, but he's black.
Oh, but you forget the most important. You forgot a match.
I don't even care. What did I forget?
You forgot the most important part. Al Green versus classy Chris Nelson.
Yeah, because we got the famous famous in heavy quotations, by the way, the famous promo of him saying he was cutting the promo on fucking Dan Severn, and he was like, "Oh, I don't care if you're a martial artist. I don't care." He said, "I don't care if you are a karate." It was so fucking, and then this fucking motherfucker sat there and was like, "Oh, I'm not afraid of anyone," and "Oh, my name is Al Green," and he said, I am the baddest man in all of WXO," and he was facing this fat ass dude named Classy Chris Nelson, who is fat as fuck, and he was wearing a fucking wife beater and American flag pajama pants. And so Al Green sits here and talks up this whole game about, "Oh, I'm the baddest man in WXO," and then sits there and he gets his ass whooped by fucking classy Chris Nelson. But the way that they're doing this, the way they had him cut a promo, is they're trying to build him and Dan Severn, I guess, and like they're obviously booking Dan Severn as their top star, and then they're trying to build Al Green as their top heel, but no one takes it fucking seriously. But they have him cut these promos like he's the most badass motherfucker in the world.
You know, Devon, I honestly think that Al Green could fist fight Brock Lesnar.
Fucking not. bro.
I honestly think he could take the Undertaker in a fight.
Yeah, and by the way, he sits there and he wins this match by a fucking spine buster. And what did the announcers call it?
A sidewalk slam. Oh, sorry, a modified sidewalk slam.
They don't even know like the simplest fucking maneuvers, bro. Like when I tell you these guys were fucking dumbasses, I mean they were fucking dumbasses.
Should I also let you know that Stan Lane was actually a wrestler before this?
I didn't know that.
That they were talking about on commentary.
Bro, they were talking about so much on commentary. It was ridiculous. Like, they're sitting there talking about, oh, fucking WXO is family friendly, family friendly, family friendly, right? But then anytime any of the women were on screen, oh, fucking, oh, they look so good, they look so nice. Oh, we can't wait to see more of them. Yeah, okay. Fucking Black Nature Boy, real family friendly right there, WXO. Ted, real family friendly. And can I ask, like,
Hmm.
why would they want to be family friendly? Because you got to think about the time period that this company came around. They came around in 2000, right? And
Mm-hmm.
this was during the time where they were still in the Attitude Era, and WWF and WCW were massively fucking popular for doing more adult type shit, and ECW was more popular for just being straight up completely fucking insane and on fucking drugs.
Yep.
And then this company comes along and they're just like, oh, well, we're going to be family friendly. We're going to be family friendly. Did they not, like, Ted DiBiase was in the era of WWF where they were family friendly, when they had all the comic fucking characters, the cartoon era, as people like to call it. And you know
Mm-hmm.
what happened during that era? They almost fucking goddamn that could have went out of business because fucking that's not what the fans wanted, and they wanted what we got in the Attitude Era. So my question is, how did they think that that being family friendly was going to be successful when what people wanted was what WWF and WCW was giving to them? So how did they think family friendly was going to be a successful business thing for them? Like, to me, it just seems like they thought that they could be different by being family friendly.
That is exactly what they thought.
Oh, it didn't work out. I'll tell you that.
Obviously not.
Like, this whole show was just fucking bad, dude. Like, and when I mean like family friendly, they fucking like were just constantly saying, "Oh, we're family friendly, we're family friendly, we're family friendly," right? But then in the main event, they're sitting there talking about, "Oh, our wrestlers actually punch each other and don't slap them like companies on other channels," and I'm just like, brother, you have no right to be sitting there dissing other wrestling promotions when you guys can't even fill your arenas. There was less people at this show than in the first episode. There was so much more empty seats, and fucking
Yeah.
there was parts of the show where you could tell that they blatantly fucking added crowd noise, and you could tell because the crowd wasn't even chanting at some parts where you would hear that.
Mm-mm.
Like, these motherfuckers really just had the balls to go out there and try to act like they were the hottest new thing around, and they were the hot new commodity on the wrestling scene. They ain't shit, bro. Like, they weren't shit, and they were never gonna be shit because fucking they just completely went about it the wrong way, and they fucked themselves over by trying to be fucking family friendly. So, and it's their own fault. They had no one to blame but themselves for their company failing. So, And, it's just sad, honestly, because, some of the people that they had could have been something, you know, but the company just came and went so fast. And you gotta wonder also what it's like from the perspective of the wrestlers working on this fucking company, because they come in on the first episode with the promise from Ted DiBiase that, oh, you're gonna get this big opportunity and you're gonna get the opportunity to make a career for yourself and make a lot of money. Like, a lot of these wrestlers were probably fucking banking on that. Like, they were probably depending on that. And
Yeah,
then to see how this company went under, like, I wonder what that was like for those wrestlers at the time, like, just thinking that they were going
they
to get this
were
big opportunity and then it just crumbled within
they
3
were
weeks.
probably pissed, honestly.
You could tell fucking Dan Severn was fucking pissed. That's for sure. You could tell he
Oh
fucking
yeah.
immediately regretted coming here.
Oh yeah.
Like, Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
hell.
Like, he looked so fucking dead inside. I almost mistook him for fucking Zerch at one point.
Oh,
That's how dead
oh my
inside he
god.
looked.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But yeah, that first match was fucking terrible. What happened after that?
Fucking after that, we got the second match, which you were about to talk about. Before we talked about the first.
Oh yeah, the fucking the Black Nature Boy is what I was saying. So
Yes.
he faced a dude named Hack Myers.
Yep.
Apparently, he used to be in ECW from what I looked up. Never heard of him. He looks like a Dollar Tree Bam Bam Bigelow. And during this match, the announcers are making comments about, oh, you don't have to be a pretty boy to make it in this business. You don't have to be hot and attractive to make it in this business. Like honestly, did Ted DiBiase or the commentators have some kind of fucking just disdain for fucking tits and ass? Like, because
I think they did at this
I don't
point.
understand what the fuck was their hate boner towards fucking women being, I guess you could say, exploited on TV or whatever. Like, why did they have such a hate boner towards it? That's what the fans wanted at the time. That's why, well, not the sole reason why, but that's one of the reasons why it was so,
Well,
the Attitude Era was so fucking popular.
I think the only thing Ted DiBiase wanted was.
Well, the thing is, too, is like, I don't understand, because I know that motherfucker loves tits and ass. Are you kidding me? With all that fucking money, you know Ted DiBiase was getting fucked every night by fucking hoes. So why
Oh
the
my
fuck? I
god.
don't understand why he would have such a hate boner and be like, "Oh, we want to be family friendly. We want to be family friendly," and then the announcers just, "Oh, we want to be family friendly," and all this shit. It's just like, bro, I don't understand. Like,
I don't
and
know, man. I have no clue.
I would be more okay with it if the family friendly stuff that they were actually doing was, I don't know, good, but it's terrible. All of it is terrible. Every fucking booking decision that was made on this show was fucking terrible. And
Uh,
they just
yeah.
expected people to care just because it was family friendly and you could bring your kids to watch it and shit.
I mean, family friendly. That's all I gotta say. I don't know what else to say to it. That's what they love. Family friendly.
I, I guess. Fucking, but anyway, fucking, so we had this match with fucking Hack Myers and the Black Nature Boy. And then during the match, one of the commentators was like, they didn't want to say the Black Nature Boy because they said that they were afraid to say that on TV and shit. And they were talking about how he was trained by Ric Flair. He really didn't do shit in this match, by the way. Um, and then, just for no reason at all, for no fucking reason, fucking Dan Severn comes out and fucking just starts attacking these guys because he's supposed to be the babyface, mind you, and he's just interrupting this match because why the fuck not? And I'm just, and then like they fucking completely cut away from the match, and what the fuck did they cut to? Was it the
Oh,
fucking
Barry Dorso,
bro?
of
He was on
course.
this show so much, like oh my god.
I'm telling you, he's the MVP. I'm telling you.
So then they cut back, and Dan Severn's just beating these guys up, and then all of a sudden here comes Al Green, and he gets in the ring, and then immediately he gets taken down and then put in a figure four leg lock, and he starts tapping. And I'm just like, how can you get people to believe that this guy has any chance at facing Dan Severn when you're trying to build this as like your biggest feud in the company, and you're just having him get squashed like a bitch, like. But then you expect people to get invested in it and get behind it, and it's just like I don't understand it. It's stupid. Like, and then fucking then that was pretty much that. It was
Mm.
just dumb. Like, and then what was after that? Do you remember?
After that, I believe is when we got fucking the Dominator outside in his car, and he couldn't get out of his fucking car,
If you're
and
wondering who the Dominator is, let me tell you, he's none other than Mr. Typhoon from the WWF. So yeah, he was here because why not? And from what Austin told me, fucking apparently during this year he was in Mortal Kombat Conquest, and he was not this fucking fat in it. So I don't know why he was so
yeah,
fat here, but
I have no fucking clue. But he is so fat in this fucking this fucking shit, dude. So there's that.
yeah. And then the next match that we got was so fucking shit because it was, for some reason they wanted to do this match. It was this guy who looks like a dollar store Mike Myers, or not Mike Myers, what the fuck am I talking about? Mike Awesome. Fucking, I still got that Myers dude on my mind. But fucking,
Uh,
so they got this like Dollar Tree fucking Mike Awesome. His name was Pat Towers.
yep.
And he comes out and he faced fucking Mike Enos. Because why not? And the match was fucking boring. Nobody gave a fuck. People in the crowd were sitting on their hands. No one cared. And then fucking during the match, the announcers were saying some shit about how Mike Enos was like this great young prospect from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and how he's like this tough, badass wrestler. And I'm just like, it's funny thinking about it because at this time, fucking, they had Brock Lesnar in fucking OVW, who's also from Minneapolis, and it's just funny to think how, like, who they thought was a great fucking wrestler from Minnesota, you know, and
Yep.
so, but anyway, fucking this match doesn't really go anywhere because fucking goddamn the Repo Man comes out and he fucking attacks Mike Enos, and Mike Enos gets counted out, and Pat Powers fucking wins, and you could hear a fucking pen drop. That's how quiet it was. No one cared,
Yeah.
and they just repeated the finish from last week, except this time, fucking, this time it's fucking goddamn Mike Enos that gets counted out instead of fucking goddamn Repo Man. because that's how you build a feud, Austin. I guess that's how you build a
Yeah, that's.
feud.
I mean, that's what they're telling us. Fuck.
Yeah. So then after that, we got the segment where they talked about fucking the goddamn Johnny Ace and fucking goddamn Bart Gunn versus the two Japanese guys at the Tokyo Dome. And we already talked about in the last review how they fucking lied about it, and they said that they faced this one dude even though the dude was already dead for 3 years. And they completely lied about the whole thing to try to gas these guys up and to try to make them seem like they're more than they were. And we even got a
Mm-hmm.
promo from fucking Johnny Ace tonight as well. And where he was like, oh, people are wondering, oh, Johnny Ace, are you going to be in WXO? And he was like, obviously. And I'm just like, bro, no one fucking cared. No one fucking
Yep.
cared.
Nobody gave a flying fuck, bro. Fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Uh.
Trying to remember what happened after that. Fucking, I think,
After that,
fuck if
did
I
we
even
get?
know, dude. Because I know we had the main event still, but I think this might have been when we got the fucking Typhoon promo segment.
Yeah, I think that is the case.
So they had this new interviewer. I don't know what her name was, but her name was fucking something Hart, I think.
Yeah.
But so the commentators were sitting there being like, "Oh, we can't wait for you to meet our new fucking broadcast partner. We can't wait. We're so excited. They literally said we're so excited to see the beautiful women tonight." And I'm just like, "Oh, but you're sitting here preaching family friendly, but you're talking about beautiful women and shit." And then fucking we get this like promo segment where Typhoon comes out and his name in WXO is the Dominator because,
Yep. Yep.
why not? So he gets in the ring. He's
Cause
wearing like a
pain.
tracksuit. He's dressed like he's about to fucking participate in a NASCAR race. I don't know what this fucking outfit was. And he cuts this stupid fucking promo about how when he was a kid he wanted a sports car, and then
Mm-hmm.
now he grew up but the car didn't, but he doesn't care because he literally said I don't care because I'm just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And then he just starts talking about, oh, I'm the biggest and baddest man in WXO, and fucking, if anybody wants to, I wrestled all over the world. If anybody wants to step up to me, step up. If anybody wants a piece of me, then come get some. And that was pretty much that.
Yep.
And then fucking also they had more advertisements with fucking the Repo Man as well, and he even cut a promo on Mike Enos as well, I think. Um,
Yes. It was a terrible
and
promo.
yes, and then I think besides that, we got the main event, which I'm gonna let you talk about this because Austin was fucking really not happy about this main event.
Because it was the same fucking main event. It was the same fucking. They were that lazy. They just re. They just had a rematch.
Yep,
Same match, main event.
yep.
It
It
was so
was.
dead too. Nobody gave a fuck.
We got the Heartbreakers versus the Bodies 2, and no one cared. And all the commentators cared about was fucking the Heartbreakers fucking manager. They still didn't
Mm-hmm.
know who the Bodies were, by the way.
Yep.
So, also, like earlier in the night, they showed the fucking Shane twins walking into the building, and it just went nowhere because they weren't on the show again. So, um, but yeah, go ahead and talk about this main event.
Oh, it was terrible. It fucking sucked. Same shit pretty much as last time, except this time Adam Pierce came out and Oh, actually, fucking Ace Steel got dropped on his neck, and then Adam Pierce came out and just put Ace Steel on one of the Heartbreakers, 1, 2, 3. That was it. And then the fucking bodies started attacking fucking goddamn Adam Pierce, and then fucking Tommy Rogers came out and helped Adam Pierce, and that was the end.
Yep.
Like that was the end of the show.
Yep.
So yeah,
It was an entirely pointless show. It felt like dead. Like the whole show, it just felt like the energy was just sucked out of it. It felt so deflated compared to the first episode. Like to me, it kind of felt like the first episode. Like it kind of felt like at least the wrestlers were trying, and it kind of felt like they were just like, okay, this is a new promotion. Like this could be an opportunity. Like let's go out here and try to make this work. And then this episode just kind of felt like once that first one was over, they realized the fucking shit show that they were a part of, and it kind of just felt like they were like, well, I'm just gonna fucking half-ass this shit. So that's just it's this show had no energy to it. It was so dead, bro. Like this was bad, but that was episode 2 of WXO. I don't really have
yep.
anything to read for it because I kind of read everything beforehand in the last review because I thought that that was for the first episode, but apparently that was stuff for this episode. I will say it did not say anything about the third episode, so I don't know what's on the third episode. So,
I have no fucking clue,
but
and I'm terrified.
but yeah, so that was WXO Wrestling episode 2. There's one final episode, episode 3, the last show that they did before the company went under. So let's, I guess, see how much worse this can fucking get because it's already in the drizzling shits. So,
Mm-hmm.
and even this review, it just feels like the energy was sucked out of us. In the last review, you're just like you're so excited about WXO, and now even you're like deflated, Austin.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the reality is starting to set in for you just how fucking sad and depressing this is.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, fucking. I know this is a shorter review, but I mean, there really wasn't a whole lot to this fucking episode. It was just like, it was like 40 minutes, but it was just, it felt quick. There was only like 4 matches compared to like the 5 last time. And it just like, the only thing really notable from it was like, I guess like the Typhoon promo because
Yeah, and, oh,
it,
and the karate.
yeah, and the karate thing, and honestly, Typhoon felt like the only fresh thing on this show. I was just like, oh, okay, what the fuck is he gonna do? But
That's saying something.
no. And then also, I forgot to mention that motherfucker sat there right in his promo, and he started talking about. He said all the top stars are coming to WXO, and he said I'm so excited for it. Brother,
Mm-hmm.
stop the fucking cap. Like, ooh, oh, bro, they were really like these motherfuckers. Like, were really must have been told go out there and fucking say this shit. Because if they were saying this shit on their own, then that is fucking saying something about them. The fact that they thought fucking top stars were actually gonna come to this fucking sinking ship, bro. They had nothing but a bunch of WCW rejects.
Yep.
Fucking, which is saying something because XWF and WWA also had fucking WCW and WWF rejects. And somehow those
Yeah.
companies were fucking better. And that's saying something.
luck of the draw, man. The luck of the draw.
Well, anyway, fucking that was episode 2 of WXO, and we'll be back with the third and final episode of WXO, and we'll see just how this fucking company went from starting up to closing its doors within 3 weeks. So we'll be right back for episode 3 of WXO Wrestling.
Dear fucking God.